So this is an optional video where we're going to go and perform mathematically the convolution steps for a small patch of the image. So we're going to focus on the convolution section and in particular the image patch convolution steps. So let me open that one and let's make sure that we have the space. So similarly as above, if we loop over M and then we print the first one and then we break, we're going to be printing the values of this stage here. So let's run that. And then in addition to that, we also saw how we can call m.conv.weight to obtain the weights and the shape of those weights. In particular, in this case, given that we have 64 such filters, so we have from 0 to 63, and then here we're just saving, in this case, kernel 7 for index 7 and 8 and 9 as well. So we can display the shape as well as the values of that kernel. 3 because we have 3 channels, red, green, and blue, in this case for the input image. And then we have 6 by 6 kernel. You can see that the kernel for each channel is different, unlike the previous case where we were using the same kernel. For example, the pre-wheat and the Sobel kernel, and we were using the same kernel for the red, green, and blue channels. In this case, it makes sense that the kernel is different based on the channel because different features and different type of kernels will enhance different parts of the image. So here, the only thing that I'm doing is that given that I'm only going to feed this kernel, kernel 7, through the convolution operation, I'm just creating an extra dimension for the batch. So let me show you. I'm just adding this one right here so that we can actually perform the convolution with our input image. And then similarly for the bias term. So here, if I run this cell, this is what we obtain. Similarly, as we did before with those common filters for edge detection, here we just extracted for our first convolution the 7th, 8th, and 9th kernel for every channel. You can see kernel 7 emphasizes the edges here for the red channel and different edges for the blue channel. As you can see, they're all similar, but at the same time different, which is why we have multiple channels to extract all the relevant information within the image. And then similarly as we did above, here, the input image to the neural net, we already run that, where we have X, which is our input image. So we're just calling that from here, displaying the shape. Similarly as we did with the letterboxing function, where we added padding, we're going to add the padding that the convolution 2D adds internally before it performs the convolution. So we're going to do it here so that we can actually visualize the image that is going to be fed to the conv 2D. So let me run this first. And again, I'm running this helper function as well to display it. And here I'm using the functional API and f.pad to generate that. And then the 2 pixel borders across each side of the image. So you can see we have these 2 by 2 lines of pixels across the image. And then if we focus on our region of interest, so let's say that we want to perform the convolution operation for this image patch. So if we know the coordinates of that patch, the top left coordinate of that patch, which is in this case 264 on the X dimension, remember left to right, as well as 354 on the vertical dimension, the Y coordinate, then we can actually extract the values of that patch by just indexing and inputting our coordinate for Y, given that Y is for height, and this is the height dimension, and then adding 6 to that. That's why the plus 6. And then similarly, for the horizontal dimension, we can input the X value, the X coordinate of 264, and then add 6 with basically the objective of getting the pixel values of this 6 by 6 by 3 patch. So let's print the shape. You can see that we have a 1 by 3 by 6 by 6, and these are the values for those pixels within that patch. And now we have the same shape, 1 by 3 by 6 by 6 for this patch as the shape of the weights of the kernel 7 that we're going to convolve it with. So let's see how all that works. We can also display it here with imshow tensor, and is the result that we expected. And then we can also visualize both this image patch, this one, as well as the kernels with this other helper function. So what we're seeing here is the following. We have the patch that we have right here, but now we've separated the red, the green, and the blue channels. And then similarly, we have the values of kernel 7, and we've separated the red channel, the green channel, and the blue channel. And we can also observe that the weight for kernel 7 for the first channel has greater value on the top left, and it kind of fades away, almost like a diagonal edge detector, meaning that if you have greater values here and lower values here, not the case for this image, but if we had one on the red channel, that diagonal edge will be enhanced with this filter. And then what we're going to do next is we're going to be performing the mathematical operation where these values right here will be element-wise multiplied by these values right here. And then you will add those up to the result of this green channel operation plus the result of this blue channel operation. So for example here, 0.71 will be multiplied by 1.04 plus 0.69 multiplied by 0.85 plus, and then the result would be a single value here for the red channel, which will be added to the single value resulted from this element-wise and addition operation, plus the result of this third single value. So this will give us one single value, and one single value, which gets added to get the output of this convolution operation. So we can print this here, and we can see that our shapes are the same. And then we have the bias here at the end as well. The bias has only one single value. In this case, the bias for that kernel is 2.45. And then let's do the math for the red channel, and then it will be repeated for the green and the blue. So let's run this first. So here you see the 0.71 all the way to 0.59 correspond to these values right here. The 0.59 got rounded up, but these values here, which are rounded up here in the display, are the raw values of the red channel for this image patch. And then similarly, these values right here are the values of kernel 7 for the red channel. So you can see 1.43 and then negative 1.1 correspond to 1.03 rounded up and negative 1.17. And all we're doing is performing the element-wise multiplication, meaning this value will be multiplied by this value, and the result will be this value here. And then similarly, this value will be multiplied by this value, and the result will be this value here. And then the result of that, meaning this tensor, we're basically adding all these values together into a single value. And this is what the double sum actually means. There's a double sum because there are two dimensions here. So the first sum will add all of the rows together. So basically this value and this value and this value and this value and this one and that one. And you have one single value for each column. So you have basically a 1/6 tensor, and then you add the result of each column to get the final single value. So this is the result of convolving the red channel of the image patch with the red channel of kernel 7. Now the same thing that we did for this channel with index 0, we can do it for the green and the blue channel just by changing the index. So if we print that, we get negative 0.5 and negative 1.7. Now we add those three values together to obtain a single number. And we've performed the weight operations, but we have to add the bias term, which we extracted a few lines above. So here we're just going to add that. And the result, when you add those three channels, and then this is the bias. So when we add that, the result of our convolution operation for that image patch with kernel 7 is 0.58.